In the U.S. case, we wanted to first hire a general manager, and that happened only at, the first was the bid, an election, we had the bid process, and then a general manager was hired as of August 1st. So now it's only a couple of months since then. And we have time, the luxury of time, because we're not playing qualifying games right now. There's two ways to look at it. Should you have a new coach who can look at players and so on, or do we make sure we follow a process? So I think that'll happen before the end of the year. We only have a few games left. In the Mexican case, that's really a question for John, but we did talk about it. He's also elected relatively recently, or took over, after the World Cup. He's made some structural changes in the Mexican Federation at leadership level in addition to his own change, and I think they also want to make sure they get it right. The important thing is not to make a lot of changes during the process. You know better than me, Mexico's had changes a number of times. We've only had one change in the World Cup qualifying process in the last 20 years. Yeah, last 20, 30 years. And it was the last one. It's the only one we didn't qualify for. So if you can get it right the first time, that's far more important than taking a little bit of extra time. Not easy. I'm not going to predict what day. And keep in mind, as we both know, there's 200 plus countries that take this very, very seriously.
Croatia was a lesson for us.
Absolutely, but they didn't. But they didn't win. Holland didn't win. They lost in the final. They got to the final, right? So we're not trying to finish second. So of course Mexico dreams of getting to the final. Of course we dream of getting to the final. But then we dream of winning the final. And maybe you never know. Maybe it's a U.S.-Mexico final in L.A. So both teams are playing a little bit for their home crowds in 2026. Yeah, so there's two components to what MLS is doing. One is players who are more experienced, maybe past their very best years, but still doing very well. Wayne Rooney is a great example. Ibrahimovic, a great example. But also some younger players who are going to become stars here. So at one end of the spectrum, you've got those players, and the other end, the model I used from the previous league of the NASL many years ago was Roberto Cabañas and Julio Cesar Romero. They came and became stars here, and that's what you're seeing with Atlanta in particular. Giovinco came in the prime of his career. So you're seeing more of that as players now are thinking, okay, this is a good way to go. MLS is a good league with good coaches and good facilities and good attendances, and if I turn on and become a big star, then I still have a chance to go somewhere else, or I may want to make my career in the U.S.
Sunil Gulati.
Mira qué interesante este comparativo respecto de lo que han durado los entrenadores en Estados Unidos y en México, arrancando con Bruce Arena, que estuvo 8 años al frente del cargo, Bob Bradley con 5, Klinsmann con 5 y Arena ahora con otro año. Pero en México ninguno ha durado tanto tiempo.
Sí, la parte que decía,
pero no 5.
No 5.
Ni 8.
No.
La parte que decía Sunil Gulati de cuando no clasificaron, que él se refería a ese cambio, fue cuando regresaron a Arena, que ya no pudo hacer nada, ¿no?
Sí, de Klinsmann.
Por Klinsmann, pero ha sido siempre la misma persona, ¿no?
Sí, el
encargado del proyecto.
Oye,
sí.
que les